Shalom, first and foremost, I'd like to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostle elders, a great millstone who rule well. And salutations to all you brothers out there pushing this word in love, truth, sincerity, and humility. Once again, it's the brother Shati from the Chicago camp, coming back to you what I hope is another quick and edifying sit down. And this is on World Star. It says, well, damn, you see the word, facing federal charges for sending threatening emails to Dr. Tony Chifo and his family. So we're going to play this video and get some scripture.
Well, new at 7, a 56-year-old so-called anti-vaxxer is facing federal charges here in Maryland, accused of threatening Dr. Anthony Fauci. Thomas Connolly Jr. was arrested in West Virginia after investigators say he repeatedly sent threatening emails to Fauci. They say in one, Connolly said Fauci's family would be dragged into the street and beaten. The emails were sent between December of last year and this month, all from an encrypted program, but investigators found him using his IP address. If convicted, he faces a maximum of 10 years in prison.
Right. And see, this is the time where we're getting to where folks are just completely fed up, because this whole Vitco thing has got people very angry and upset because their whole way of life has just completely changed. Nothing is going to go back to normal. And folks are mad that this is completely altered their way of doing many things, from family, friends, job, working out. You know, the smallest things are being affected because of this whole thing. And now, because these draconian legislations are reaching an all-time high, folks are just fed up with it. You know what? Let me get this one first. Let me get this first. Okay, Ecclesiastes 7:7 says, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. Right. You got this guy claiming to be a anti-solution person threatening Dr. Chifo, so much to the point where he threatened to terminate his offspring. And see, this is why we're very, well, it ain't no very, it's happening right now. This is why we're at the point in life where it says that 2 Ezra 15:16, for there shall be sedition among men. Right. You have these violent uprisings. Right. Doesn't the scripture talk about Egyptian versus Egyptian? And it says, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Now you can equate this to, aldermen, mayors, governors, senators, presidents, okay, certain political diplomats. But you can basically, well, not basically, but you can also refer this to people in very powerful and authoritative positions. And Dr. Chifo is definitely a person who, in society's eyes, is a man of authority and in high position. And this guy is at the point where he's like, man, I don't care about this dude anymore. He must needs to be put to death, and his family. And I mean, to do something that's that bold, you can tell that this guy doesn't care. And there's many people in this world who are at this point as well, because all this lawlessness is running rampant and has completely ruined the lives of millions, possibly billions of people. And because when you go down, it says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. Okay, when you threaten to take a man out and take his family out, that's no mercy. I'm sure Dr. Chifo has brothers, he has sisters, he has children, he has grandchildren, and this man's talking about taking his family out in the street and beating them to death. This is the point to where we've gotten in this world, where folks just don't care. As it said in the scripture, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And we're at that time where, hey, just to put it plain and simple, folks just don't give a fuck. Excuse my language, but that's where we're at in this world. This is where we're at. And don't be surprised that in the very near future, more of these political leaders have their lives threatened. When this thing first came out, you had people protesting to their aldermen and councilmen in their towns. And when they didn't lighten up on the restrictions regarding work and business, hey, these townspeople were threatening them. Some of these politicians are getting knocks on their door, getting mean looks, cars getting vandalized. Folks are fed up. And this is the time that we're in. The time to walk circumspectly and be wise as serpents. Because there are many things that are going down that we have to be abreast to. Because as this thing continues to get worse, the same is going to happen with people's personalities and behavior. So that's all I wanted to say on this. I wanted to make a really quick sit down and bring this to people's attention. So I hope you all were edified. Until the next time, we're going to say shalom.